Adam Cameron, the younger fighter, 26 years of age. Moeller at 32. Referee Mike England says touch him up. Let's get it going. Here we go, the ladies. Ooh. And here we go, just what we talked about.
Florina comes out rushing with straight punches, big knee.
Zero feeling out, and they are throwing hands.
Autumn Cameron has a long reach and using it well.
Florina peppering the leg of Cameron, but they are just throwing hands.
Oh, big punch from Florina. Both girls landing shots here, neither one of them backing up. They are brawling. Big exchanges.
30 seconds into the fight, and we've seen the most volume we've seen all night in punches as both are landing.
They're both doing a good job of mixing up their punches and kicks here.
Cameron looks for the takedown.
Nice takedown from Cameron, looking to scramble on top.
Moeller hanging on to a guillotine here. May look to use it to sweep and or get up.
Florina keeping control of that head. Let's see if she looks to use a choke here.
Good job by Moeller to put Cameron's back on the fence as they continue with the exchanging. Moeller landed some good shots. Now big right hand by Cameron.
Florina's game plan looks to be any opportunity she gets just to keep throwing hard, fast punches, with Cameron looking to set it up and look to land big shots here.
The fighters clinch in the center of the cage.
You know, it's hard for someone to get technical and set up good shots when you have someone like Florina just rushing you with straight 1-2s. Both have different game plans, and they're both clashing here. I'm interested to see who's going to take the momentum and finish the first round strong.
Florina's doing a great job of not allowing Cameron to put her back on the cage. As Moeller looks to separate and land some strikes.
Big knee from Cameron.
Good knee by Cameron.
Jab. Florina pushed her off with a push kick. Florina looking for the sweep and gets it. Let's see Cameron work from full guard here. She has very long legs and a high guard. Already working early, looking for the rubber guard. What rubber guard is you can see with Cameron's left hand, she's looking to pull her shin up on Florina's back to control the posture. And she has the posture controlled. Let's see if she looks for an armbar here.
What sort of challenges does a fighter with long legs who utilizes the high guard present when you're fighting from top position?
Well, in the armbar, Cameron has an armbar swiveling her hips. It looks deep.
Wow.
Florina her elbow looks backwards here.
Short time here. Let's see if Moeller can hang on. And that'll do it.
What you were saying earlier, Turner, with someone on their back using a high guard to control the posture, that can be really hard for a person on top because you need that big posture in order to create enough space to land punches. So if you have someone's legs up on your shoulders, it's a lot harder to posture up to land punches. So with those long legs, you can use it offensively to look for attacks like arm bars and triangles, or you can use it defensively to just simply have the shin over their back and head and just to keep the posture controlled. So you can use it to stall or offensively. Obviously there, Cameron looked to use it offensively and almost finished the fight. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit too late.
With a very back and forth round, Autumn Cameron might have stole it, definitely stole it with that armbar and a very, very tight and very, very deep armbar that Florina Moeller was able to use the clock to her advantage and hang on. But her elbow looked very contorted. Doesn't appear to have affected her. She showing no signs of having elbow issues. As Mike England gets us started for round number 2.
Big body kick from Cameron. Cameron keeping that distance, looking to land punches with her long reach.
Moeller doing a nice job of pressing forward and not allowing Cameron to use her reach. As Moeller lands some big punches on the way in.
Big punches. Cameron looking for the takedown.
Moeller able to stuff it, and she actually ends up on top, landing some good and steady punches here as Cameron hangs on to a single. Let's see if Moeller can work on top here.
Cameron needs to look to use the fence to her advantage here. Try to get her back flat on it. Look to get an underhook and stand up. Florina doing a good job here, keeping her hips heavy and keeping her down on her back. Let's see if Cameron can try to get full guard on her back and look for some more submissions.
Moeller in a great position with Cameron's back up against the cage. She's kind of pinned here. Moeller able to pepper her with some shots. What does Cameron need to do to advance her position here?
Well, Cameron, she did have the left underhook. Now she has it again. With her left arm, she needs to reach that up on Florina's armpit and look to scoot on her right hip and just continue to scoot out and get up. But easier said than done.
Sure.
Cameron doing a good job looking for a single leg. But Florina's just too heavy on top here, stuffing her into the cage and landing punches here.
And Moeller's just landing a steady stream of punches, and these are going to add up as the round goes on.
Definitely. You know, you could give the first round to Cameron. Now Florina's dominating here in the second round. We have another fight on our hands here where if this does go to the third round, winner of the third round will take the fight.
1 minute remaining here in round number 2 as Moeller works from the top with peppering shots.
Cameron looks to be kind of broken here.
Mike England taking a closer look as Florina Moeller just peppering Cameron from top position. Cameron not doing much to advance or defend herself. 30 seconds remaining. Here in round number 2. Moeller may look to work to the back.
Moeller's probably looking to put both hooks in, but with the cage right there, it's going to be hard for her to sneak her right leg in there, and there's the 10-second warning. I'm going to give the second round to Florina.
As Moeller works for a choke here in the closing seconds.
And another competitive bout here in Kansas City Fight Alliance, heading to the third round. Winner of this round can take the fight. Cameron looks to have rubber legs here, walking to her corner, stumbling.
Very good round turned in by Florina Moeller. I mean, from start to finish, she absolutely dominated that round, was able to secure top position and land a lot of punches on top. We'll have to see how Autumn Cameron responds, but Florina Moeller appears to be in the driver's seat at this point.
Florina definitely has momentum on her side. Let's see who takes the center of the cage in the third round. I'm sure both corners are letting the fighters know that we are dead even going into the third round.
And again, you know, you've had quite a few fights. Probably been on both ends of what Cameron and Moeller are experiencing. If you're Autumn Cameron, you're exhausted, you know you lost that round, it's 1-1. What's your mindset coming out? What do you got to do to push through and win that third round?
Well, one thing you got to think about is, you know, where did you have your most success at? And she had most of her success with full guard on her back looking for that arm bar. Now, I wouldn't recommend a fighter in an MMA fight to necessarily jump guard or go to their back. But if I'm her and I'm going to get taken down, I'm looking to land in full guard and looking to get super active there.
Absolutely. Round number 3 underway. Moeller versus Cameron. Good punches being landed as Moeller comes forward. Body kick by both girls.
Big body kick by Florina.
As Cameron works on a single here.
Florina doing a good job of getting her hips back, stuffing the takedown, working the body with knees and hooks. Big push kick. Another big push kick. But Florina keeps walking forward.
When Cameron's able to stay on the outside, she's landing, but Moeller just continues to walk forward and is having a lot of success in landing punches.
Yeah, it's hard to use that range when you have somebody that just keeps coming forward, but right now, Florina's walking into a wood chipper.
Cameron throwing that right hand with a vengeance.
Big right hand from Cameron. Florina just eats it and keeps walking forward. Big right hand from Cameron. And a body kick.
Cameron is finding her range early on in this third round and landing some big shots. Almost a Stockton slap from Cameron.
Cameron definitely has momentum on her side with those push kicks, keeping the fight at range here.
Autumn Cameron might have found a little bit left in the tank as she goes for a takedown momentarily. Let's see what turns out of the scramble.
Cameron's looking to take the back. Florina ends up on top.
Moeller ends up on top. Very, very astute in that scramble. A minute 30 remaining. We're halfway through the third round.
Florina Moeller inside control with the far side underhook, with her hips turned to the head. This is really, really good control and really good pressure here. With a minute and 15 seconds left in this round, if Florina can spend the majority of the time in this position, she very well could take the fight. However, the first minute and a half of the fight was all Cameron on the feet landing the strike, so this is another contested third round.
With a minute left in the third round, should Cameron be looking to get up or look to work back to full guard and possibly try to pull off a submission?
If I'm her corner with 58 seconds left, I'm yelling, just get active wherever you are. Look to be offensive wherever you're at. Look to show the judges that you're working to finish this fight. You had a really good beginning of this third round. Let's finish strong here.
Absolutely. 45 seconds remaining here in our third round as Florina Moeller works on top. See how much Autumn Cameron has left in the tank. Moeller looking content to work from side control here as she's peppering Cameron with some
30
shots.
seconds left. Cameron looking to get to a hip, possibly belly down and find her feet. Florina uses her hips, stays heavy, and keeps controlling and peppering away at those ears.
10 seconds remaining here in the third round.
Tough round to call here. Cameron definitely won the exchanges on the feet. Florina got on top on the ground and controlled her. Depending on how you judge fights and depending on who you are, this could go either way.
Could go either way. Great fight turned in by both Florina Moeller and Autumn Cameron. The ladies never disappoint here at the Kansas City Fighting Alliance cage.
Both ladies showing great sportsmanship here, embracing each other. It's hard not to have respect for your opponent when you both, give it your all, exhausted, hitting each other in the head. It's a lot of people who have never fought before, you might find it hard to believe that you could duke it out with somebody for 3 straight rounds and then hug it out. But what fighting does to a lot of people is it brings out a lot of emotions and a lot of respect and can take you to places you've never been mentally. So it's great to see these two great athletes showing respect to each other in their corners. This is going to be interesting to see who takes this fight. Another closely contested bout between two tough amateurs. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another split decision. Great matchmaking by Joe Wooster.
Let's go inside the cage for our official decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, all 3 judges have the bout scored 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner, Florina Moeller.
Florina Moeller with a unanimous decision victory over Autumn Cameron.